provide you some information about the most recent book, which was translated into Chinese by National Taiwan University Press. One key feature of the book is really that we need a new Copernican revolution in our treatment of the mind-body problem. The mind-body problem is one of the most virulent problems in current Western world and the whole world. What is our mind about? Our mind is supposed to be very special. You have consciousness, you have a sense of self, and that is supposed to be very special and different from the rest of the natural world. Because currently we cannot really make a direct connection of the mind with the brain and the body. Why? The key thesis of this book is that we have the wrong viewpoint. We have a very anthropocentric view of the mind, saying that it is very special. Now, let's look a little bit into the history of science. Look, for instance, Copernicus. Copernicus basically shifted the Earth from the center of the universe right into the universe as just one planet among others. The Earth was no longer special. So, no longer an anthropocentric view on Earth. Now, let's look on Darwin. Darwin said humans are just one step in the ongoing evolution of the different species in the biological world. Humans are no longer at the center of the world. They're just one species among others. And that opened a completely new way, a non-anthropocentric way of looking on the biological world. We are no longer the center of the biological. Now, compare that with the situation of the mind. We always say the mind is special. It's different from brain and body. No, the mind is nothing special. It is non-special. It is part of the wider world. Then you will raise the question, what does it make it special? That's why I say time and space. What do I mean by time? Dynamic. Continuous change. You see your mind is fluctuating. Your thoughts are fluctuating. Your emotions are fluctuating. And those fluctuations you can also see in the brain. The brain also fluctuates in its neuronal activity. And those fluctuations are often adapted to the fluctuations in the environment. You dance to music, and you're really in synchrony with the music. You tap your feet and you dance and you feel a fantastic groove, because the better you get into the rhythm of the morning, the better you feel. Here you say how dynamic, how time really shapes your feeling. How well your time is adapted to the time of the music, the better you feel. Now, I'm also a psychiatrist. I give you a sad example. If you're seriously depressed, your brain is too slow. And you experience that everything is too slow. You see this in your perception, you see this in your movement, and your thoughts. Nothing changes. It's like a flat sea. Only very slow change, nothing. You're too slow. We see it in the brain, we see it in your experience, and then of course you're no longer properly adapted to the fast change in the external world, and of course you withdraw. Socially you become depressed and very sad. Now, that sort of here you see that time is a common element or common currency, as I like to say, between the environment, between your brain, and between your consciousness or your mind. And that makes the transition possible. So, what is the book about? I already said that. It's clear it's about the mind-body problem, but rather than providing a specific answer to the mind-body problem, like dualism, materialism, eliminativism, and so forth, or the discussion, I say, no. I think the question itself is wrong. We need to see what the mind shares with the world. The common currency, like you and I share English as a language. Here I look how the mind shares with what the mind shares with the brain, the body, and the world. That's why I'm saying maybe we need to readdress the question. Instead of speaking of a mind-body problem, we need to raise the question for the relationship between brain and world, world-brain problem, and try to address that in terms of the time scales or the space scales, how much time and space features brain, body, and world share with each other. The book is unique in that it really combines neuroscience insights up to state-of-the-art neuroscience with deep philosophical thinking, and that includes both question for existence and reality, ontology, and also, as I said, Copernican revolution. So it really makes a link from the empirical domain of neuroscience to ontology and epistemology. Moreover, National Taiwan University Press really was very generous, allowing us to include commentary from Chinese specialists on the different parts of the book. And that really makes it an East-West dialogue. The book has a broad application. Of course, if you're really interested in one of the most pressing problems of our time, the mind-body problem, read it. It provides you with a new and fresh view. It could also be used for seminars at undergraduate, graduate, postgraduate level, and you could use seminar each part. Then it could also be used for specialists in different fields, physicists, neuroscientists, philosophers, and also for the general audience. So I would be happy if you subscribe to the YouTube channel, and also be happy if you pick up the book. If you want to have more information, you can also look on the website of the publisher, National Taiwan University, which, as you will see, did a beautiful edition of the book. And you can also look at my personal website, www.georgnorthoff.com. Happy subscription, happy reading. Thank you very much.